Having diverse interests is the cheat code to making connections. Let me tell my story. Around last year, I had a meeting with my academic advisor, but this advisor was temporary because my last academic advisor had quit. So I got there like 2 hours early because I had my class in the engineering building where I was already going to have my appointment. I had sat down in the lobby to do my physics homework because I was 2 hours early, so I had time. And I signed in, sat down and did my homework. And then a couple minutes later, the academic advisor comes out and he comes and says, Alika, and he was giving me kind of the cold shoulder, like he was inconvenienced. And I was like, yeah, okay. And so I packed up all my stuff in a rush, looking like a mess because I'm 2 hours early. Why are you taking my appointment? And, he was just he was just being stiff with me for a majority of the meeting when we were talking about my classes and stuff. This is a hair tie, by the way. It wasn't until I had looked on his desk and I saw a little Darth Vader flash drive, but it was like a figurine flash drive. And I love Star Wars. I'm not the biggest fan, but I really like it when I get into it. So I told him, I was like, hey, I love your little Darth Vader figurine. And his eyes like fully lit up. He went from being like stiff with me to being so ecstatic to talk about Star Wars and how he got that figurine. So he ended up telling me that he got that figurine from one of his friends on his birthday. And keep in mind, this guy was like 50 years old. Honestly, I feel like maybe looking at me, the way I present myself at school at least, you maybe wouldn't know that I like Star Wars, I hope. I made a connection with a 50-year-old guy who didn't like me at the start, but we bonded over Star Wars. Yeah, he ended up being really chill in the end, and he realized that he made a mistake and picked me up 2 hours early for my appointment, which was, okay. And we ended up really having a fun, lighthearted conversation, and it's all because of Star Wars.